Imagine walking down a dirt road by yourself. You don't quite know where it's headed, but you feel that you're at the right place at the right time, and you have nothing to fear. Good afternoon, healers. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Martha. I'm an herbalist and CEO of Healing of a Nation Herbs. For those of you who are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to do a recap of my first new moon 3-day juice fast. Okay, this fast happened it started October 14th and it went on all the way through the 16th Friday, but I actually ended on Saturday and then broke my fast on Sunday. Right, so I'm just gonna tell y'all how it went for me, and I extended it to the community, so a few other people did it along with me. And the point of this fast was really to heal our bodies while we manifest, because new moon energy is an auspicious time to set new goals and really think about how we want to accomplish them and harness the moon energy to manifest our goals into a reality. Okay, so we started October 14th. That was the first day, and that day basically all I did was just prep for that day and the rest of the upcoming fasting days. Since it was a juice fast, I prepared my juices, and that was really fun because I got to mix around different juices and flavors, and I actually found a few really good bomb combinations that I continued to use even after the fast was over. One of the first combinations and one of the best combinations that I found was plum and oranges and cayenne pepper. So good. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I love spicy food, so adding that cayenne pepper into the juice was just that little kick that the juice needed. But basically I use a ratio of 1-to-1 plums and oranges, juiced them, and then afterwards I added in about like two tablespoons of cayenne pepper, and it kind of depends how many plums and oranges you use. So don't take 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper as the end all be all. Make sure that you're using the amount of cayenne pepper that's right for you if you like spicy, because cayenne pepper is pretty spicy. The next wonderful juice that I made was just watermelon juice, because I wanted something that I could drink in the morning, kind of like breakfast. So I made some watermelon juice, and if you are into food mixing, which I suggest all of you get into food mixing, because not all foods go together and not all fruits go together, especially melons. We want to eat them alone because they do have a high water content, and it will decrease the ability of your digestive juice to properly break down whatever else fruit is around when you consume a watermelon or any other melon. So melons you want to consume on their own. So with the watermelon, I just juiced some watermelon and added some cayenne pepper into that too, and it was great, so delicious. And then the last recipe that I found to be super duper bomb was prickly pear, apples, and pears. So I use prickly pear, which is cactus fruit, and make sure the needles are burnt off, because you will get a needle in your finger and it does not feel good at all. But yeah, I use prickly pear, I use green apple, and a regular pear. So I kind of just used the same ratio, 1-to-1-to-1, and that juice was really bomb. It was super sweet and just so satisfying and healthy. And the prickly pear is kind of like okra, where it gets really slimy. So the prickly pear is really good for digestion. The slimier something is, that it's going to be great for digestion. So the prickly pear was really fulfilling. It tastes great, and it just made the juice looked so beautiful. Like the color was just so rich and pink and magenta-ish. Yeah, so that was great. So my day one started out with juicing and preparing myself mentally, you know, getting my manifestation right, which really happened the next day on day two. That was when I really thought about what I wanted to manifest. And I was at the beach, so it was a beautiful space to be in. My mind was right, I was relaxed, I was in a safe space, and I was really able to let my energy flow from the inside out. And I knew that I wanted to focus my manifestation energy, the new moon energy, on healing my vision and my pineal gland. And I just thought it made sense to bundle the vision and the pineal gland healing together, because it is vision, right? But it's just a different type of vision. So I really thought about what I wanted to manifest, and I used my creativity to create symbols to look at, and it would, so that my subconscious mind would be triggered when I look at them, so that I can harness the new moon energy for manifestation. And while on the beach, I was also able to come up with a mantra that made sense to me, that was poetic to me. And that mantra I used throughout the duration of the fast to remind myself of what I wanted to manifest and to ground myself in my manifestation. I am going to release a video shortly about manifesting and how to manifest and what's worked for me and what might work for you as well. Just know that the best way to manifest is from it to come from you, uniquely from you. I don't believe that we need books or guidance from anybody else to do anything really. I believe that a lot of the things, especially manifesting, that we can do innately, it's encoded in us. We just have to tap in, and you know, tapping in is more easier said than done. A lot of people don't know how to look inward. They look outward for guidance, but really everything is right here, right? So I'll be releasing a video about that for folks who don't know where to start when it comes to manifestation, because we will be doing more manifestation fasts. And one of the things that we're going to be doing to prepare for the fast is to hone in and really think about what we want to manifest for that fast. Okay, so yeah, that was pretty much day two, where I really sat down and thought about what I wanted to manifest. Now, day one and day two were pretty tough in terms of focusing my mind on really like not being hungry and reminding myself that it's only 72 hours and that, you know, food is overrated, because it is really. Even when I like broke my fast on the fourth day, I was like, wow, I had built up so much anticipation to eating that when I finally ate, it was just like, what was I in such a rush for? You know, so day one and day two were definitely the hardest in terms of keeping myself disciplined. And especially I found out that around 5 p.m. every day, which is usually around the time that I eat, that is when my appetite was the most open, and that was the hardest for me. So day one, I definitely utilized the technique of taking a nap whenever I felt like I just couldn't bear it anymore. So on day one, I took a nap around 4-ish, 5-ish, when that hunger feeling started to hit, and it worked. It got me through the day, and after that I didn't really have to take naps. But day two was hard for me as well, but I got through it. The more that I practice fasting, the easier it becomes for me. It's kind of like a muscle. The easier it becomes for me to stay on track and not think about food. And even when I do think about food, it's easier for me that I practice fasting to say no and just remind myself that my body is being triggered, because my body is preparing to digest food, because this is the time that it starts digesting food. And you know, you thank your body and say, hey, today we're not going to eat. You remind your body what you're doing and you move on. So that's something that I really gained. I'm really excited that I get to practice that disciplined muscle again for the upcoming fast that's happening during the full moon. I did feel low energy at times, but most of the time I was high energy. Around that time where my body is expecting a sugar spike, that's when I kind of felt low energy. But because I was taking sea moss tea and drinking tea all throughout the fast, I really felt high energy. Like I would wake up in the morning and be ready to go, and I even wanted to work out really badly, but I knew that working out would trigger hunger. So that is another technique that I use. I try to only do low energy tasks, just to make sure that my body won't get triggered and ask for a sugar spike. And even if I did need some sugar, I just drank the juice. But sometimes your body wants more when you work out. Sorry y'all, my camera died. So like I was saying, working out is not something that you want to do while fasting because it can cause your body to feel hungry and increase your cravings. So that is something that I definitely avoided, but I had enough energy to do it. Thank you to the sea moss gods. I appreciate you for putting me on sea moss. And that's also one of the things that I did to prepare for my fast, is I made sure I had an ample amount of sea moss gel around so that I can make my sea moss tea, which I had every single day and night, and even in between, if I ever felt, like, oh, I can't take it anymore, I have to have something. The sea moss tea definitely helps with the cravings. So on the day of the new moon, I made sure that day I stayed relaxed and that I did stuff to promote my self-care and to decrease my anxiety and focus, really hone in on what I wanted to manifest, so that I could really harness that new moon energy. So one of the ways that I did that is I spent time at the beach, and after I spent time at the beach, I made sure to take a very soothing, nice bath that included some Epsom salt, some lavender oil, some rose oil, candles, some meditation music, and just me, myself, and I relaxing and really focusing on what I wanted to manifest. Just to wrap up how this new moon fast went for me, some of the pros were that I had an immense amount of energy. I was super focused, super productive. I got a lot of self-care and relaxation time in that was very much so needed. I was able to manifest, I was able to focus on what I wanted to manifest. I got my creative juices flowing. I was able to really connect with my ancestors and, change my relationship with food and realize that I don't need to eat in order to nourish myself and in order to have, a whole bunch of energy. And actually I realized that when I do eat, that's when I feel the least energetic. So yeah, some of the cons, if you can even call them cons, some of the lessons that I learned is that I, get hungry around 5 p.m., but I was able to forego eating, and, that was definitely a win for me. So it's not really a con, I just learned something about myself. I did feel tired around that same time, around 5 p.m., but taking a nap really helped with that. And so now I know for the future that if I really feel like eating or really get low energy, that a nap will help me bounce back. So that's something that I'll be using in the future. Overall, it was a great fast, and I'm ready to keep doing this on and on for as long as I need to. It's just great practice, and I feel great when I don't eat. So I encourage all of you to try at least 3 days. 72 hours is not a lot at all. We let 3 days go by all the time without doing much of anything. Just imagine all you have to do is not eat you don't have to do something, you just have to not do something, and that is productive, and it's going to aid with your healing. Whatever you want to heal, you can heal through fasting. With that being said, we are going to do another fast during the full moon, which is at the end of this month. I have a coupon code for y'all if you want to purchase your herbs from healingofanationherbs.com. The coupon code is OCT Moon Fast 15 for 15% off of your herbs, for 15% off of the general cleansing package. Specifically that package because I want people to take all 3 of those compounds. I don't want you to just get the colon cleanse or just get mineral balance or just get blood purifier. You need all 3 to nourish, cleanse, and strengthen your body during this juice fast that's coming up. So the first day of the fast will be October 29th, and we are going to go all the way through October 31st and break our fast November 1st. Okay, I know that is Halloween, so that is going to require a whole lot of discipline. Okay, and I know there might be people around you who are going to be eating candy, who want you to go do this and do that, and if it's the first time you're doing a fast, you might feel low energy. But guess what? There's never going to be a perfect time to fast. There's always going to be something in the way. And the more effort that you put into your healing and into your manifestation, the more that you're going to get out of it. So what is more important, celebrating something that's going to come around every year, or focusing your attention on energy and healing because life is too short? All right, so think about that. I will keep y'all posted as we get closer to October 29th, the first day of our fast, and I will be dropping a manifestation video so that you all have more to go off of when you think about what you want to manifest for this full moon. The full moon is more for letting go of things, whereas the new moon was more, setting intentions, planting seeds for new goals. So for the new moon, think about what you want to release out of your life, what is not serving you. Maybe it's bad habits, maybe you don't want to be so emotional, maybe you want to be stronger, so you want to release trauma or whatever it is. So I'll be dropping a video on that, so be on the lookout. And as we get closer to the full moon, just prepare your mind, prepare your body, let your body know that this is coming up and it's okay. You're gonna be hungry for 3 days, but it is all right. Tell your body that you got it under control and it's for its benefit, for your benefit as a whole. All right, so thank you for watching. I appreciate y'all. Be on the lookout and enjoy the rest of your beautiful, gorgeous day. Go get some sun. The sun is not going to be out for much longer, so go outside. Go into nature. All right? Peace.